so tranquil. What an absolutely stunning place. Look at this. Not bad actually. I should have had a naan bread really. Should have brought one. Morning, I hope you're well. Well, today's video is going to be about hiking and camping. I've been wanting to do a camping video for quite a while, and I've been trying to get equipment together over the last few months. I started at Christmas, I got myself a second-hand tent. I've been getting more and more equipment, so I think I've got enough now to go backpacking and camping. I eventually want to do some wild camping, but I thought I'd test it out first in a proper campsite to make sure everything's okay, and in case things go wrong, I've got, there's facilities on hand to help me out a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to park up near Millersdale and go on the Limestone way and head towards Edale, and I booked into a campsite at Edale. You watch the video to the end and you like the route that I walked, why don't you follow me on Strava and you can follow the same route too. So what I'll do now, I'll just show you some of the equipment that I've been getting together over the last few months and give you a rough estimate of the price and see how much it came to get me on the road. Let's go. Okay, the first thing I bought was this tent. It was a Wild Country Helm Compact one. That was second hand off Marketplace. I think that was about £100. And then I got this camping stove from Go Outdoors. That's probably about £80. I wanted a sleep mat that had a high R value. I was going to camp in winter. Well, it's May now, so I've missed that boat. But that's an R value of 7.5. That was probably about £90. That's just something from a sleeping bag, a liner, probably about, I don't know, a tenner. That's a footprint that goes with that. A comfy pillow, probably, I don't know, maybe a tenner, maybe not, I don't know, something like that. Knife, fork and spoon set. I got some pots, some aluminium pots. What else have we got? A light. Which one's this one? Yeah, this is a pump and a light, which makes that, I forgot what make that is now. A sleep mat. I thought I'd get myself a down sleeping bag. That's probably about £100. Don't really need this, but I might take it along anyhow. That's a little camping chair. Now they're £40 now at the moment, but this dropped to about £23. So yeah, it's probably about 500 quid's worth there. I'll add it up later on. So as you can see, even we're getting some second-hand stuff, it's it costs a few quid to put together. So hopefully I've got that now, and I'll enjoy the hiking and camping. Well, if I don't, there's going to be a lot of things up for sale on eBay tomorrow, but we'll see. I'm sure I will. So I'm really looking forward to the hike and bringing you along with me. So let's get into it. Oh, I forgot to say, the next thing I've got to do is try and pack it into a rucksack. Had to rearrange about 20 times, and I finally got my kit together. I'm not really sure I need that, do I? That little camp seat, but this is at least 15 kilograms, maybe more. I finally made it into Millersdale. I've already made a big mistake, and I should have packed my bag last night. It took me about an hour to pack this thing, so lesson learned there. But on a positive note, it's a really beautiful day. It's a Friday, so it's my day off. So we're starting our walk, going through the beautiful Monksdale, which is usually very quiet and serene. Was that early purple orchid again? Monksdale, it's starting to open up now, getting wider and wider, and we're following the Limestone way. Oh, when I did this last time, the Limestone way took me on the ridge over there, and you go on a limestone path, obviously, over to Castleton. But you can go through Monksdale, I think. I just thought I'd go a different way this time, make it a bit more interesting. It's absolutely beautiful valley, Monksdale. This is definitely one of my favourite places in the Peak District. It's so tranquil. So we just got a bit of a scramble down into the bottom of Monksdale. Well, it looks like the forestry management have been at work here. Some big massive trees that have been cut down. Oh, they've cut loads of trees down. This used to be really dark and gloomy, but they've cut a load of trees down, and it looks like they've replanted some as well, so I don't know if they were diseased or they were old and dangerous. I can't remember the path being this rocky, but yeah, maybe I should have gone the traditional route on the tops, but never mind, I'm committed now. It's so rocky, so uneven, so if you've got bad knees, bad ankles, I do not recommend this path. These poppies, absolutely beautiful, look at that. There's a lot of flies about though today, absolutely getting buzzed, but yeah, stunning location this. Alright, so you can see this valley is opening up now. So we've just come from Monksdale, which is down there, and we're just going to head to Edale and then carry on through Edale. So the Limestone way, you can go that way, or you can go up the hill there towards Tideswell, but we're going to go through that way through Edale. So this is starting to get rockier as well. Maybe I should have brought my boots instead of these trail runners. Ugh. Can't believe I've not been here. Look at this. Wow, this is pretty. Coming into some limestone crags now and cliffs. Wow, look at this place. So all that valley I've just come through was still Edale, and if we just turn around there where we're heading, that's Edale. Okay, so, but we're just going to have a little rest and another memorial bench. This is Pat's bench. Oh, 1946 2010, she was quite young. Shall we have a minute? Yeah, that's a beautiful sentiment. Let's have a little bit of lunch here in this absolutely spectacular spot. Right, next one, Edale, site of special scientific interest. So I was thinking that I'd made a bit of a mistake coming through Monksdale because it was so rocky, and it was a lot easier when you go on the other path on the tops, on the traditional limestone way. But actually, once you get through Monksdale, which is beautiful but tricky, I honestly think this Edale and then Edale, which was where we are now, are absolutely, well, they're just so beautiful. So I'm definitely pleased I came this way. So I've had a rethink. Yeah, definitely made the right decision. Right, so we've just come out of Edale, which is there, and there's a Pennine Bridle Way down there. I don't know if you can see it there, but we are going to be heading that way on the limestone way. What an absolutely stunning place. Look at this. At the moment I've got it to myself. So we're entering, this is called Damdale, and I've never been here either before, so yeah, it looks beautiful. What a valley. I've got this place to myself, there's nobody about, so I'm glad I came down here. So just valley I've just come down. Absolutely magnificent. Look at that. So I've just crossed that busy A road. I'm not sure which one it's called, which one it is. I'll put it up on the thingy. And back on the Limestone way now, so back in familiar territory. Obviously, because I've got carrying so much more weight, you know, 15 or 16k, I can't remember, I think it's maybe more. I'm working a lot harder and getting a lot thirstier, and I'm going through a lot more water. So I've had 2 litres of water. I was hoping to fill up in Castleton, but I'm really going through those 2 litres really quickly, which is a bit worrying. I don't think there's anywhere else on the route, so I'm just going to have to eke that out. Wow, look at those views, definitely worth a climb. Whoa. That's where we're heading over there. Look at these vast open spaces now, absolutely beautiful. Lots of spring lambs in the fields. Right, these nice new signs tell us that Castleton is 2.2 kilometres that way. Well, change your plan. I'm going to bypass Castleton and go basically, well, skirt around it and go direct to Edale, and probably save myself a little bit of time. So yeah, it's getting late in the afternoon now and incredibly hot. So I've never been this path before, so yeah, why not? There it is, Mamtor on the horizon. Right, so we're getting close to Mamtor now. We're just going to cross the A623, I think it is. Oh, my knees are in bits. Oh, look at that, another okay, is that a paraglider? I'm not sure you can see that. So we're just skirting Mamtor, going through that pass. Probably about just under 50 minutes now to the campsite. You can just see Edale down in the valley there, so we're not too far away now. Oh, not far now. There's a church at Edale, and I am in bits. I just had to stop at the cafe at the station, get some fluid. Oh, I got so dehydrated. Finally made it to the campsite, new full campsite in Edale. So I'm just going to put the tent up and see how we get on. Bring you back in a minute. Well, I've managed to get the tent set up and all the paraphernalia in place, so let's have a look. Let's have a little tour. Got the is it Kaiser, I don't know, down sleeping bag, light tour mattress, and we've got the sleeping mat underneath. Storing my bag and a few bits and bobs through there. Don't know if that's the best place, but that's where they're going for now. And a bit of clothes and my cooking stuff here. So let's have a look. Yeah. Now, just the only thing is, I've noticed I'm on a bit of a slope, and I think I'm going to be sliding in the night. Right, next phase of the operation: chicken tikka masala. So I've just got this going. I'm going to heat this bad boy up. I'm not actually sure if you're supposed to heat them in here. It says tip them in, but I've seen loads of people just put them boiling water, but I'll give it a go. It smells good. I'm not sure that's going to be filling enough though, to be honest. There it is, bubbling away. So I should have really cooked it in the pot. I've read the rest of the instructions, but never mind. Right, let's see if that's ready. Let's turn this off. See what this tastes like. Not bad actually. I should have had a naan bread really. Should have brought one. Yeah, who's this? That's actually alright. Wayfarer. Yeah, not bad at all. Chicken tikka with rice. Not bad. There's not a lot to it, but not bad at all. Not bad. Just not a lot of it, to be honest. But it tasted alright. So yeah, definitely recommend that. Nice. Right, so verdict on the meal. It was tasty, but definitely cook it in the bag. It's just taking me about half an hour to try and get that clean, and it still stinks of curry. So yeah, just sleep in the bag and boil it. I've seen people do that. I don't know why I didn't do that. The mistake I made was not to bring enough food, but fortunately the cafe saved me. Well, settled in for the night. I'm going to get in my sleeping bag in a minute, but I keep getting cramp, so I can't move for the minute. So I'll say good night and see you in the morning. I'm going to listen to my podcast, which is, tonight is Sasquatch Chronicles.
Like somebody was bent over.
So I'll see you in the morning then. Good night. See what the day's like. Nice day. I'm not sure the oats made it. I'm not too hopeful for them, but we'll give it a go. Boiling pot still smells of curry from last night. I've tried to clean it, so definitely will cook in the bag next time. Lesson learnt there. I'll put some in water in the oats to the fill line. Just leave that for a couple of minutes. I'll get the I'll cook the all day breakfast in here, this time in the packet. Alright, moment of truth. Nice. Camp's over, so I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. So until next time, thank you. Thank you very much if you watched the video this far. I just want to finish the video with giving you some tips through my mistakes and some of the things that I did right. The first thing that I'm really pleased with is that I did lots and lots of research on which tent to use and which sleep system to use. Both of them were brilliant. So all the equipment that I took on that trip, I researched it. I went looking at it and watched lots and lots of videos. I went into go outdoors and other places like that, sitting in the tents, talking to people, and from the tent down to the sleep system, everything worked brilliantly. In fact, I was listening to people when they were doing the washing up in the morning, how cold they'd been. Some of them were saying they were freezing, didn't get a good night's sleep. They had to put all the clothes on in the night to get warm. And I researched which sleeping mat to use. That light tool was brilliant. The sleeping bag was brilliant. I was really, really toasty and warm. And my tent, yeah, I couldn't ask for a better tent. It was brilliant. I know there are probably lighter tents out there, but it was 2 kilograms, a really good one-person tent, lots of room. So I was pleased with that. So all the equipment I chose was down to research. One of the things I did wrong was packing. I mean, I've been on hundreds of hikes and it takes me 5 minutes to pack my stuff in the morning, and in it goes, and off I go. But backpacking's a totally different kettle of fish. There was that much equipment and I just couldn't get it all in to the rucksack, and it was a 65 litre rucksack, and I was trying to do it on the morning I was leaving, and it made me about an hour later than what I'd hoped. So I should definitely have practiced that the night before and got it into some sort of efficient packing system, because it was a nightmare. In the end, I just managed to stuff it all in and off I went. I didn't know where anything was. So yeah, definitely practice your packing. Another error really was water. I mean, I took 2 litres with me, and for 10 miles that would have been plenty normally. But because I was carrying so much extra weight and it was a hot day, I was going through that water a lot quicker, and I should have taken more or planned in more stops where I could have taken on board some more water. So that was a real big error. The fourth tip I'd say is choose a campsite for your first backpacking adventure. I know it's not as exciting as going on the moors, but for me it was like a safety net, just in case I'd forgotten anything or something went wrong. And in the end, I hadn't taken enough food in terms of the evening meals. Those little camping meals were nice, but they were nowhere near enough for me. So fortunately there was a cafe on the site which I topped up with fish and chips. It was chippy night, so that was really helpful. So yeah, I would recommend going on a campsite for your first backpacking adventure. And the fifth one is just set up your equipment in the garden, check it all out, set your tent up, set your sleep system up, you know how it works, know how your camping stove works. And I know it sounds obvious, but it helped me a lot, and it saved a lot of time when I got to the campsite. So that's it. Some of the things I did right, some of them I got wrong, but hopefully I'll do better next time. So hopefully you'll find that useful, and I'll see you again on the next adventure.